Are you looking for a way to dominate in business-to-business sales? Join me on this episode of the Dave Lorenzo Daily, where I share a secret to doing just that. Hi, I'm Dave Lorenzo, and there is one surefire way to dominate in business-to-business sales, and you can put that into practice right now. You can start today, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. But before I do that, I want to remind you to subscribe to the Dave Lorenzo Daily. That's this channel. I want you to subscribe to my channel. There's a red button down in the bottom corner. Hit that red button and subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on any of the great video content. Also, there's a bell up at the top of the page. That bell's the notification bell. You'll get updates, push notifications whenever we upload a new video, and we hit you in the mouth with great content every stinking day. So make sure you show up here when the content is fresh and you get it and you put it into action. Subscribe and hit the bell. Here's the key to dominating in business-to-business sales right from the start. Everybody buys things, but people don't want to be sold. They want to work with experts. Here's the quickest path to becoming an expert in business-to-business sales. You have to get inside an industry niche, burrow in there, and really know it inside and out. And you have to have what's called situational expertise. I'll give you a couple of examples of what I mean, and I'll demonstrate to you how you can do it. The first example I'm going to give you is me. I'm going to show you how I did this when I went out on my own from big ticket consulting into one-on-one entrepreneurial consulting 10 years ago when I had no clients. I started with nothing. I wanted to use the skills that I had to help people make more money and get home on time for dinner. My tagline was, as it is now, I help you make a great living and live a great life. But I needed to break through, and I needed to be perceived as an expert. So what I did was I focused on the legal industry. I focused on law firms, because law firms are notoriously bad at the business aspect of the practice of law. And they're particularly bad at connecting with clients through relationship-based sales techniques. They even hate to use the word sales. So I went out and talked to as many lawyers as I could, and I understood what their challenges were, I understood how they spoke, and I understood what their needs were. And then I went and started doing seminars, teaching lawyers what they were missing, using the language of the practice of law. I never said the word sales. Instead, I used the word business development. I never talked about their business. I talked about their practice or their firm. I didn't talk about their customers. I talked about their clients. And when we talked about growing their business, we talked about using relationships. It wasn't long, just 8 months in, when I had a book of business that was enough for me to feed my family and live really well. It was an amazing transformation. And the people in the legal profession realized that I was an expert in this area. And they referred me over and over again. I had situational expertise. I took the knowledge that I use in every other industry, selling medical devices, helping people with country club memberships, connecting people who are in high-ticket sales like aircraft sales, and I translated that into helping people in law firms develop business and grow their relationships over time. You can do the same thing regardless of the niche market you're in. So let me give you a few examples. Right now, if you're a CPA and you want to up-level your practice, you want to work with more affluent clients, become an expert on family offices. Go out and talk to people who manage family offices for affluent families, and then attend a few seminars on family offices, learn the language, really get down what they're looking for, do some interviews with these folks who are immersed in the family office environment, and then go out and help people who have family offices with their accounting. Let me give you another example. Let's say you sell phone systems and your territory is the entire United States and you can sell phone systems anywhere. Who needs hardware for phones in bundles? Hotels. You can become an expert on telecommunications in the hotel industry and discover what their needs are. Learn the language of the hotel industry and then go out and sell phone systems to people in the hotel industry. This is the way you can dominate in business-to-business sales quickly. If people are forced to choose between a generic expert who knows only their stuff or someone who knows their stuff plus a specific industry, they're going to go with the person who knows the industry inside and out as well as the product or service they're selling. If you want to dominate in B2B sales, the way to go is to focus on an industry niche and burrow into it. Make yourself an expert on that industry as well as on the product or service that you're selling. Now, I want to be crystal clear that you should not only work in that one industry niche, you should work across all industries. But for sales purposes, you need to know the language of each of the dominant industries you're choosing to work within. Let's take the example of the telecom sales representative. You can be an expert in hotels where you can learn the industry inside and out, use the industry language, and really dominate there. But you could also be an expert in selling to the government, and you could learn that industry inside and out, particularly little nuances of different departments of the government and their purchasing and procurement processes, so you could also dominate there. Situational expertise gives you perceived expert status, and that's the key to dominating in B2B sales right from the beginning. Pick a market niche and claim your situational expertise as a thought leader, and that's how you get from being on the outside looking in to being an insider that everybody calls. I'm Dave Lorenzo, and we're back here every single day on the Dave Lorenzo Daily, bringing you great sales information. Be sure and leave me some thoughts in the comments and tell me what you want to hear more of. And if you like this video, be sure and give me a quick thumbs up. Until tomorrow, I will see you right back here, and I'm hoping you do this and sell more.